Nashville, Tennessee. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Anthony McFarland, his first carry of the ball game. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Daquan Jones.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
On the give, this is McFarland. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
The ball carrier.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Third play in this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Johnson.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
First down, Steelers.
First down, McFarland. And he stopped immediately there.
McFarland, the ball carrier.
Rashad Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. We'll get this one to McFarland out of the backfield. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Time to give real credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the 2nd foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. Cap 2 inbounds in the NFL.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Titans.
2nd and 11. It's McFarland. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Check 31.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
On the carry. Brought down at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. First carry for Carlos Hyde. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 6 yards there. First down, Tennessee.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And he fires one incomplete. Carlos Hyde was the target. And it's 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. From the gun, a give to Hyde. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Gain of 7.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down. That's the
ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession. We're scoreless after 1.
If you know, that's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Stephen Gostkowski on for the field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you get to the red zone, if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Now a give right side. McFarland. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. Not quite enough for the first, almost. Give him 9 instead, so that leaves him with an enviable 2nd and inches. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. First carry for James Conner. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He was brought down by Jonathan
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
On second down, McFarland. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Ball carrier.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
The ball carrier.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
47 here. 7 yards there and a first down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
First down, Steelers.
66.
First down, a run with Smallwood. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Running with McFarland. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Brings up second down.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they've been seeking. Less than 2 minutes ago in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Now a run with McFarland. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts
6 yards.
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on fourth. They're going on fourth down. It's Roethlisberger. He finds his man Johnson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. That's complete. It's Anthony McFarland. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It's a 7-yard gain there. It's good enough to move the chains.
First down.
Yeah, it's into the hands of his running back, McFarland. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts.
A gain of a yard.
As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes us 2nd and 9. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Christian Fulton, the rookie, picks it. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Roethlisberger's
second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Tannehill. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that's caught inside the 35.
Uh-oh.
Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, 83 yards. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Well, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the lead grows to 10-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And some room to roam now. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
A gain of 18.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's McFarland. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Steelers.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for Juju Smith-Schuster. It's now 2nd and 10.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half.
A 60.
They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back them out of field goal range. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Titans hold the lead and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
6-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Second half begins with a run by Henry. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Tannehill. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Well, there's a pretty easy explanation for his success in this one. He's very comfortable throwing the football. Did you just see that one? In the pocket, no real pressure, yet to be sacked today. When he's that comfortable, that leads to those types of completions.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Check 48 the mic. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the safety creep. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. SOS.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
Henry, the ball carrier.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
48 the mic. Come off the ball. Watch left. He's down right there. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
Play action. It's Tannehill. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Joe Hayden from his cornerback position on the sack that time. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what
I would love to in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
It's third down.
Roethlisberger will throw. Ebron's got it. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
On first down, McFarland. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
The ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
9 yards.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Second down and 8.
54, check, watch 54. Let's go.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong. He's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. The Titans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Back. Kill. Hey, watch this. He's coming. We got double up.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
57, Mike, 57. There we go.
They snap it to Tannehill. He finds Humphreys. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Sliding out of the pocket. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And now it's second down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Here's second and 10.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Check three, check three. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Motion, motion, motion. Check 26, check 26.
Off play action, Tannehill. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. And it's third down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Tannehill throwing again. And that is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Here's Brett Kern now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now this is fielded in the end zone, and he's going to be trapped inside his own 5. Very curious decision to bring that one out. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
McFarland once more. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18.
the ball carrier.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Pittsburgh.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 28, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
First down carry for Henry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Henry relishing the chance to be the Titans' lead dog. He's in the backfield again on 1st and 10. Got a man, it's Humphries. Touchdown, Tennessee. Humphries, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
The score, Titans 21, Steelers nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. A running play there going to get 11 as they get a quick first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
At the 36-yard line.
On the ground, it's McFarland. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out.
Me and you all day. I'm coming after you. Check 9. Check.
Following the fumble recovery, Tannehill rolling to his right. Completes it to Davis. And they'll get this down to the 10. 15 yards through the air and a first down. What a difference a week makes. 5 interceptions in their last game. Here we are, 4th quarter. He's played mistake-free football.
And I'm sure that we can look back on the past week and say, okay, he spent time in the film room and they worked on his mechanics. Sometimes it's just your team believing in you, your coaching staff believing in you, and you relax and play to your potential. He's doing that in this game.
Down just shy.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Again, it's Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Gostkowski the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Kill, turn up.
Again, McFarland. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout.
It's a gain of 9.
As they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
47-yard line.
On 2nd and a yard, Roethlisberger. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Complete to Stephon Sullivan.
On 1st down, McFarland. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Tennessee, They're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.